Hi, my name is Christopher Gomez. I am a professor of sediment hazards and disaster risk mitigation at Kobe University. And, today, I will be talking to you about the importance of multi-like in multidisciplinary or multi-hazards and why it is important to introduce multi in university education.
In 2018, heavy rainfall battered West Japan and the Kansai region. It resulted in numerous landslip and debris flows like the one you can see in Kobe City. They all originated from the hills above the city, and both sediments and woods traveling downslope went to ram houses on the hills. Scientists and engineers, like myself, were prompt to point the finger at the soil properties, the heavy rainfall and climate change. But, thinking twice, it is certainly only one element of the equation. When you look at the photographs of the houses impacted, those are all new houses. They are recent built. The real question is, why does the city keep on extending upward in the hills, when there are so many vacant spots in the city? Why do we have to build in more and more dangerous areas, when there are so many abandoned houses and empty houses in the city? As the Japanese population is shrinking, such choices make no sense, if not for the fact that land is rather cheap compared to a city center location. If you think about it from a multi-perspective, you can see that engineers or scientists alone cannot solve this problem. It also takes a combination with politics and planners. Otherwise, we keep on blaming scapegoats, and in the end we ends up facing the same unsolved problems. Another example where you can see how important the multi-approach is, concerns floods. The area on the map is Sannomiya, just next to Kobe. Now, look at the landslide map. You can see that a few of these landslides are set to enter rivers and other waterways. Remember the previous map with the floods? Nobody has been thinking of the floods that would happen in case those landslides would enter waterways. Why is that so? This is a question worth asking. Why is it that so many competent and intelligent people are missing this component? Why is it that we are not able to add one and one together? But, how did we get here? What has happened to our young and creative minds? Well, we have been educated. And we have been educated like we would in a chocolate box, where all disciplines and knowledge are divided with clear boundaries. We even define human beings based on those boundaries. You have a scientific mind. And you are more of someone who is good at humanities. When did we start to be only defined by our school subjects? Are we just a series of boxes piled up? The maths, the physics, the literature boxes? And again, how do we get to think this way? I think that Darwin, who was great in his time, has a lot to account for. When you look at Natural History Museum, we have been dividing knowledge into rooms and sections and boxes. We have then reproduced the same kind of thought process at our school and through our school education system. The problem? This is not 19th century anymore, and it is maybe time that we start thinking another way. If we were first educated to enter the factories of the 19th century, we now have more complex problems to solve that require more than rotating a wrench. And we cannot expect that the Darwinian box type of knowledge is going to help us mobilize the knowledge from different disciplines. And even if we realize where the problem lies, there is no easy fix to it, because this tendency to put everything in boxes, to separate everything, is a habit that is deeply inscribed in our gene pools. Gilles Deleuze, who is a French philosopher of the 20th century, worked on territorialization. He explains that animals create territories, divide the space into territories, and so are humans. Even our houses are divided in different spaces, in different boxes, based on the functions of the room. We can think of the bedroom, the bathroom, the kitchen, etc. But, despite of these difficulties, being able to do something that seems rather counterintuitive is essential to meet present day's hazards and disaster risks issues. Otherwise, we can only create pretty pictures like this one, where each hazard is separated, although we can all think of hundreds of ways these different hazards can combine with one another. Thank you for listening.